Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. Let's have a look at Monster Strike, and then this will be day 450 of my account. So let's go through as usual and have a look at how we are doing. So we'll go to the grade sheet first. Rank 356, that's pretty awesome. I think the highest that I ever got in my global account was like 280 maybe, so yeah, I don't know why it's so much higher in this rank, but still pretty good. And then here are my most used characters, not too different from last time. Here I have the 80 Max Lux. I think the previous video that I put up was about my 80th Max Lux. And then here, yeah, day 450. Rank 356. And then here are all the items that I got. I feel like they've been pretty generous with the items lately. Although I feel like Monster Strike just overall is very generous. I think they are just doing so well, and you know, they're on their 5th anniversary, that they can afford to be you know, very generous to their players. Their players are very generous to them back. Alright, but next let's look at my Max Lux, and then I guess we can go through and then talk about like ones that I have particular memories of. For red, let's see. Fukahide, I still use him once in a while. I used him a lot in the beginning when I just made him. After getting Eden and Magmel, who also have, you know, kind of blast bump type bump combos and then are pierce null damage wall. Haven't used him as much lately, but still, one of my most used Max Lux is pretty good. Otherwise, Arcadia is really strong. I've been using him quite a bit. Avalon, actually, surprisingly, I have not been using too much. I do have 104 uses of this character, but I feel like I haven't been really using it. I think just the attack is so low that, I don't know, it's difficult for me to find a good place to use it. And then as for water, Rey from the Star Wars collaboration is pretty darn good. I've used her mostly in Nirvana, and she kind of, you know, destroys that quest. Very happy to have made her. Otherwise... here's one of my favorite water Max Lux, Koyuki. She's a Pierce with no warp, no block, and then a blast bump combo, so very, very versatile. Nice support character. Easy quest, too. And Nidai Kanai... Again, one of the best Max Lux that I have. I have used him a lot as well. As for green, let's see. Scorpica, I've been kind of using a lot. Pierce with no warp, no gravity barrier. Nothing else really to her, but just that sling style double null ability is pretty useful. Magmel, this is probably my most favorite Max Lux right now. Pierce, no damage wall, no block. That's pretty versatile, especially recently. And then, of course, the copy bump combo, which will probably never give to another drop monster ever again, because it's too powerful. Otherwise, looking at light... Hecaton Kale, I've really liked him recently as well. Another Pierce with no warp, no block. Very useful. And then Karen Navis. She's kind of the same deal. Another Pierce with no block, but she has flight. So I've used her a fair number of times as well. A lot of people like her evolution form. I don't feel like I need to make that, however. But I did get the McDonald's version of the evolution form here. So that might inspire me to make the Max Lux of that. Otherwise, Eden. I didn't use him when I first made him, but recently I've been needing him more and more. There's been more kind of like easy quests, and like I think one of the Disney quests where I wanted a Pierce with no gravity barrier and the blast bump. And then as for Dark, Doraemon, I'm kind of disappointed. I remember when he was announced, I was like, oh man, this guy's really strong. But I've never really needed him for anything. He has the null magic circle, and I'm kind of wondering if, like, from now and into the next year, magic circle is going to be like a very major gimmick. There's been more and more characters coming out lately that have the null magic circle. So maybe then Doraemon will be more useful, but as of now, not so much. And then also, I've really been liking Kanan lately. She has basically the triple null, also including the null magic circle, so she's been very useful as well. And then Jun as well. I have been using her more lately as well too. She's great, you know, Pierce with the Blast combo. She only has the single null ability, the Minesweeper. But I am using her every month to go through the second watchtower to clear El Dorado. And then there's been a few other just kind of standard quests where I've been using her as well. And I'm very happy about that because she was very difficult to make the max luck of. Okay, next let's look at Hatcher monsters. Let's see if I have anything to say about those. Oops. Okay, so as you can see here, I have 4 of Movie Hanzo. I didn't spend any money, but I used like lots of free orbs. Somehow I got a lot of free orbs, and I did a lot of 10 shots of the Movie Hatcher. And all I got was 4 Hanzos, so that was pretty sad. Who else we got? I pulled fairly hard for Kamail, and I finally got her, and she's been awesome. Very, very grateful to have her. She's also my favorite angel, just because I'm a thigh man, and I like her thighs. Okay. What else? I have the 1 mana. I would like at least 2 more, I think. I would like one, the pre-evolution. And then I got that movie version of Oragon, so I can get the movie version of Mana. I'll probably wait for the New Year's Hatcher, and then I'll pull on that. I'll go for whatever new character they have, and then also try to get some more copies of Mana there. She's been very useful. Here is Mikhail, who I got from Christmas last year. She's been awesome. I'm still using her for eschatology. And then seeing her in the recent YouTube anime was very cool. She's easily the coolest character in there. Asuka, she keeps being useful. And then, yeah, lately there have been more quests where you need the null magic circle, so that's useful for that. She's still got one of the best strike shots in the game, where it's like a meteor strike shot, but she doesn't have to move, so that's very useful. And then she's got the barrier as well, so that's really good. Bon I still love. I've used him a ton, as you can see. Him being bounce with drain, I mean that's a lot of healing. As for Nanatsu no Taizai, the comic that he's from, I got up to like 25 or 26, volume 26, and then I don't know, I just lost interest, but he's a very cool character. And then keep moving on down. Here is Lancelot X. I've pulled a ton of him. I've never gotten Haitoku pistols, which makes me very sad, and I only have 1 Kamail. And then actually his Transcendent form is not so hot. He is a bounce with no gravity barrier, and then he's got the lock-on one-way laser. There is a super extreme monster that has all of that exact stuff. So I feel like they need to give some kind of upgrade to Lancelot X to really make him worth being like a limited character. He's only in the Red Star's Hatcher, so maybe we can expect an upgrade for him soon. Otherwise, let's see. Next, looking at blue, kind of one of my MVPs lately has been Asuna. She's really, really good. Again, more quests need the null magic circle, but also having the double null, the Minesweeper and the null warp is also very useful. She might be the best character that was from that Sword Art Online collaboration. I wasn't expecting that at all once they were announced, but now I'm feeling like maybe she's the best. Nostradamus is really good. I've used her a ton. Yeah, she was also kind of a character where, like, when she was released, people were like, I don't know. But little by little, as more quests came out and then she was better for more, she became better and better, so she's pretty darn good. Here, this is one of my kind of metal farming characters. Undine, she has the score, and then the sidekick, and then the S-rank ableberries. And yeah, I bring her to any quest that I want to farm metals. She's pretty darn good. I've been happy to see Shinji become more useful lately, again for the Null Magic Circle. I've been using him for like Aizen Mule and stuff like that, so he's been cool. Noah, they are saying that he's going to get a Transcendent form pretty soon. You know, they're slowly giving Transcendent forms to all of the older limited characters, and pretty soon it's going to be Noah's turn, so looking forward to him. I got 2 of him, so... Okay, next let's look at green. I feel like my green box has gotten pretty strong, like very recently. Chip and Dale, they're very strong. They got the Water Slayer and the Null Block. Belphegor, she got her Transcendent form lately. She's very strong. So is Oryo. And then Ibaraki Dolji, she's not one of the strongest Transcendent forms, but she has her fans, me included. And then even though she's got only the single Null ability, I still think she's really good. And then I have one with the Genius Ableberry, so I am still using her for normal quests. I just picked up Monster Clover the other day, yesterday actually, and he's very good. I said that he was good for the Tower of Champions, but he's also good for the second Watchtower. You can use him for either Bishamon Tenkai or Ryohu. Yeah, he's pretty good. Happy to have him. Another character that's been useful for me lately is Marduke. He's a Pierce with a Null Gravity Barrier, Null Block, and then a fairly strong bump combo, kind of the 6-way wave, and then a Meteor Strike Shot. So yeah, he's been useful as well. King, he is just always and forever very, very strong. I don't know. I don't know where my account would be if I did not get him. I don't know if you remember my polls for Nanatsu no Taizai. I did 1 10-shot and I got everybody. I got the 2 4-stars, I got the 3 5-stars. That was probably the best poll I've ever done. And yeah, very strong characters in there. Happy to have all of them. I also pulled Dead Rabbits lately. They're pretty awesome. Only Null Warp and Null Block, but there's definitely places to use them. Gabrielle here, she's probably another one that I'll get a Transcendent form soon. I'm looking forward to that. Next, let's look at Light. Here's the movie version of Uriel that I got for, you know, going to the movie. Very happy to have this one. Arthur is awesome. She's definitely one of my most used characters lately, both versions. This was the one character that I got from the Rurouni Kenshin Hatcher. Don't use him too much. Null Gravity Barrier, Null Block, and then Null Gravity Barrier Slayer. So he is very strong. I just don't have a place to use him, really. Shinon has been great. Moo's really strong, but I don't use him a lot either. All of the characters announced at X-Flag have been really strong. Sandalphon lately, she's been getting some missions where she's been really good. And she was very cool in the anime as well, so I'm liking her. Here are my million drops of Fuyo, although I do like the character, so I don't mind having a bunch of her. Okay, and then moving on to Dark. I did say that Asuna was maybe the MVP of the Sword Art Online Hatcher, but I have been using the 2 versions of Kirito, especially the Ascension version. He's really good for easy quests, because he's simple, but just really strong. Lucifer, of course, is awesome. I've been using her a ton already, 391 times. This one also is a metal farming machine for me. Score, S rank, and then Sidekick all S++. She's usually my character that I put as my friend. Lots of Pandoras. Nothing too much to say here either. Alright, so that is a look at my Hatcher monsters. Got quite a few of those actually now that I'm looking at them. Alright, next, let's look at which characters I'm thinking of making the max luck of next. And then I have them kind of bookmarked here. But yeah, basically it is super extreme monsters that are pierced with a blast bump combo. First is Otsu, and then she's going on now. She is a pierce with no gravity barrier, no block with the blast bump combo. That is an amazing combination. Mission is not too hard either, so I'll be able to do that. Also fairly recent is Lucius. This is the Ascension version. Pierce, Minesweeper, no block, also with a blast bump combo. Very much looking forward to making her. She also has an 8-turn strike shot, so she kind of has immunity to the magic circles as well, every other turn. And then here is Darwin. Pierce, no block, no warp, also with a blast bump combo and a command strike shot. He's pretty good. And then Holes Black. He's cool because he has a triple null. Flight, no wind, no block. He's in the library as well, so I kind of have no excuse to not make him. And then the Impossibles and then the Colossals I'm thinking of making are Yashamyo, Taishakuten, Eschatology, Armageddon, and Akasha. So yeah, I have them bookmarked, so whenever they appear in my list, I'll try to make them. And yeah, maybe a month or like 2 months ago I was saying that my motivation in the game was kind of flagging. But after finishing Brutus this morning, I don't know, I kind of reassessed like the list of max lucks that maybe I would want to make from now, and I bookmarked them here. And yeah, looking at them, that kind of, you know, re-motivates me. And then also the 5th anniversary sort of presentation that X-Flag did for their game was really good. Nice announcements, lots of quality of life improvements. And then I did watch, you know, a lot of YouTubers for Monster Strike, and they said that they also really liked the 5th anniversary announcements, and that it kind of restored their motivation to play the game. And I kind of feel the same way. And then also the kind of the recent Transcendent monsters, especially the ones of like, you know, like favorite or stronger monsters, I feel like they've been really designed well, and they're fun to use. One of them is like Himiko. Another is like Arthur. Arthur is really fun to play with, so is Lucifer. And then Alice as well. I don't have an Alice at all. I would really, really like one. And then, so maybe the next time that the Midnight Party comes around, I will pull in there so that I can go after Alice. As for medals, I'm kind of at a stopping point as far as making max lucks, so I'm not really using medals to use the treasure chest anymore. So I'm sort of exclusively using my medals to get the gold ableberries in the temple. That's kind of been my main thing lately, has been going to the temple to put the ableberries that I want on the characters that I like. And then actually I guess that segues me over to here. But yeah, to use that item to get the gold ableberry in the temple, it does take 4 crystals, which is pretty expensive. So it does take kind of a lot of farming to get a lot of those crystals, which is why it's really helpful to have, you know, my metal farming Lucifer or Undine. But yeah, let's have a quick look at which monsters I have used the hero scroll on. As you can see, I really like using them on Colossal Max Lux. But then, yeah, also sort of the kind of the most popular Hatcher monsters as well, like Arthur and Lucifer. And then sometimes I'll use them for very specific use cases as well. King for Holdeye. I have to play Holdeye every month now because of the Watchtower. Who else? Ducky, she was really good for me to make the max lux of Eden and Conan. I'm done with both of them, so I haven't used Ducky a lot lately. Miroku, I used her in, where was it? Arcadia, and then Kain. She was really helpful in there. And then Asuna, I gave her a slot so that I could give her the Detox Ableberry, so I can go through the Kinki no Goku. And I guess now I could take the time to explain why I am not playing the Kinki no Goku. When it was first announced, I was very excited about going through there because you could get Hero Scrolls and Waku Akumin. And I really wanted those, so I wanted to go through the Kinki no Goku to get those. But then a little bit later, they released the second Watchtower. And then the second Watchtower also gives you those, plus a Waku Waku stick. And then because it was much easier for me to do the Watchtower, I just focused on doing that, and then I lost all interest in the Kinki no Goku. Kind of the main reason why you would want to play the Kinki no Goku would be to get Setsuna. I think that's an excellent reason to go after that, but it's not enough of a reason for me to go through there. It just looks really, really tough. And I don't think I have the characters just yet. I have been pulling some characters lately, which would help me, but yeah, I don't have a full roster at the moment. Okay, and then finally, let's look at my Spirit Crests, and then see who I have them on. So for red, I have Alexandrite here. I was using her for Brutus, but actually, yeah, I did finish Brutus this morning. So I'm thinking I'm going to move this off of Alexandrite. I'll have to think about who I want to use it on. I could put it on Kamayo, just because she would be good for Eschatology. But she's already so good for Eschatology that she doesn't really need the Spirit Crest at all. Maybe Mana just for overall use or something? Yeah, I'll think about what to do here. And then blue as well, actually. I've been using Miroku for Arcadia, but Arcadia's done, and I actually haven't been using this Ascension form of Miroku lately, so I don't know. I'll have to find a new home for that as well. Maybe Asuna, actually? Maybe Undine for metal farming? That might be an idea. Next up is green. Orio, I intend on using her to make the max look of Armageddon. I think that would be good. She has the, what is it? Kind of the status immunity, so she doesn't get the dizzy, which would help with the Armageddon. And then Juliet as well. I was using her in Brutus. Brutus is done, so I need to rethink about who I want to put this on. And actually, maybe it might be worth making a video just kind of reassigning these Spirit Crests, just because I do have to change a few of them. For here, maybe Arthur, actually. I'm working on one Arthur so that she can be good in, I think it's Apocalypse. Yeah, Apocalypse. For there, I'm trying to get the Kin Strength, and then the Mend, and the Sidekick Ableberry on this Arthur. And then maybe I could give her the Spirit Crests as well for even more power there, but yeah, we'll see. And then finally, Lucifer, she's my main metal farming character, so I'm probably still going to leave this on her, because yeah, she's good in lots of different places. So yeah, that is my account. Feeling pretty good about the game. I'm going to be playing well into the next year at least. We got the new year coming up fairly soon, so that should be an exciting time in the game as well. Okay, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.